video goes according to plan, it's a miracle. Hello everybody, I hope you're all doing really well. Welcome back to my channel. I'm back today with another baking video. You guys have asked for it. I love to bake slash cook slash eat, so I thought, why don't I film another video for you? And this one is kind of like a healthy-ish bake. Obviously it's January, a lot of people tend to like cut down on what they're eating or watch what they eat or try to eat a little bit healthier. So this cake is somewhat healthy. It's still a baked good, so it's not exactly nutritional, if you could say that, but it's healthier. So today we're going to be making a courgette and lime cake. Honestly, courgette cake is one of my favourite things. I tried it maybe I'd say a good solid 5 years ago. My auntie makes an amazing courgette cake, and ever since I had it I was like, that's delicious. Sounds a bit weird putting a vegetable in a cake. Trust me, carrot cake, delicious. Courgette cake, even nicer. Let's also address how amazing this apron is. I don't know if you guys can see it that far away. It says Luke Cutlow and a play button, and this was kindly given to me by you and Mr. Carrington. If you're watching at home, thank you very much. This was my Christmas present for him, and I absolutely love it. He said you have to wear it when you film your cooking videos, so here I am. Got myself green tea. Let's get cracking. I'll leave all the ingredients down below for you guys in terms of like weights and measurements, but just so you can see everything, this is all we've got. Equipment wise, all you're going to need is a food processor and a couple of bowls and some utensils, and then ingredients wise, you're going to need some self-raising flour, some baking powder, some eggs, some vanilla extract, some icing sugar, some avocado, some lime, juice and zest, some sunflower oil and some courgette, and also some sugar, and a cup of tea is optional. So let's get cracking. So the first thing you're going to need to do is preheat your oven to 180 degrees or 160 degrees. Fan, I think it's gas mark 4. And then you're going to want to prep your loaf tin. So obviously this is a loaf cake. So I've got myself a really old loaf tin. This is actually my mum's that I kindly took from our Christmas. And I've lined it with some tin foil, or you can use bacon parchment. And then I've put a little bit of sunflower oil in there as well. You can just set that aside. And in a large bowl, what I've got going on here is some courgette. So with the courgette, all I've done is grated it with a fine grater. I'll leave all the measurements down below, and you're going to want to put it in a tea towel and squeeze all of the juice out into a bowl underneath it. It's not exactly a nice job, however, it has to be done. Okay, so this is the end result. You've got a bowl full of really not so nice green liquid. I'm trying to show you guys. And then a tea towel full of courgette. So once you squeeze all the water out of your courgette, all you want to do is just empty it into a bowl, make sure it's all in there, and then just pop the tea towel to one side and just set that aside. So, next step, in the food processor, you're going to want to add your avocado. I've just obviously de-skinned this and then got rid of the stone. I think it's 75 grams of avocado. And then you're going to want to add your sunflower oil as well. And this essentially is the fat in this recipe. So there's no butter, so obviously this is where you're saving on the calories. And this is really good. Avocados in pastries and cakes is really good. And then you just want to blend that until it's smooth. So once your avocado is nice and smooth, you're going to just want to tip that into a clean bowl. It's okay if you have a few lumps in there, but you just want it as smooth as possible. I wouldn't do this by hand, just because I think you'll be on forever. Then into your bowl with your avocado and lime, you want to add your drained and squeezed courgette, so just make sure that's all in. Then you want to add your golden caster sugar, and then you're going to want to add 3 large free-range eggs, and I'm just going to give them a quick beat before I put those in. And pour your eggs straight in. And then you want to grab yourself your limes, give them a little bit of a roll, and just zest in 2 lots worth of lime zest. So once you've zested in all your lime, then you're going to want to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. This just helps it obviously combine all the flavour. I'm using some vanilla paste, so I'm using slightly less than a teaspoon just because it is so strong. I think this stuff's actually from Waitrose, which is really, really good. It's Taylor and College of Vanilla Bean Paste, if anyone's interested. So once you've got all your wet ingredients in your bowl, it's time to just give everything a mix and make sure it's all combined. Obviously it's going to be quite a lumpy mixture because your courgette's quite roughly grated. But just to make sure everything's incorporated before you add your dry ingredient. Also, I forgot to mention guys, keep the limes for the juice, because when this is baked, as soon as it comes out the oven, we're going to give it a little couple of pricks and put some fresh lime juice on there, and we're going to use it for the frosting as well, so it's delicious. So once everything's mixed, add your dry ingredients. So you've got your self-raising flour, straight in, and then you have a teaspoon of baking powder, and then you just want to fold your flour in. Obviously don't stir it too much, otherwise it gets too tough. This is quite a stiff mixture guys, so I've transferred to a wooden spoon just to make sure it's nice and incorporated and you haven't got any pockets of flour in there. So you're kind of looking for something along that texture. It's not quite dropping consistency, but if you give it a little wiggle, it does drop. So then all you want to do is grab your tin that's already lined and scrape the whole contents of the bowl into the tin and bake it at the desired temperature, obviously 180 for a non-fan oven, 160 for a fan oven, gas mark 4, for 1 hour. So once this is all leveled up, I usually just grab a spatula and make sure it's all pushed into the corners. You're gonna pop this in the oven. If it does start to brown on the top a little bit too much, just grab a piece of foil and just cover it. But yeah, bake this for 1 hour. Okay, so the cake is baked and it smells, oh my god, it smells delicious. You're gonna wanna grab a knife and just put some holes in the cake. Ideally you'd have like a cake tester, but I don't, so I'm just using a knife. A chopping board. You want to grab one of the limes you had from earlier. You give it a roll, it really helps with getting the juices out. Then you just cut it in half. And I've got a really fancy lime squeezer here, but you can just use a regular one. And you just want to squeeze some fresh lime over the cake, and this just really helps with keeping it moist, and also gives it another really lovely hint of flavour. So once that's had all the lime juice squeezed onto it, you want to leave it to cool for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then completely remove it out of the tin and leave it to cool completely. And then we're going to ice it. So the loaf is out of the oven and it's officially cooled. It's huge, I didn't really expect it to be that big. So in a bowl I've got 200 grams of icing sugar, and I'm just going to squeeze in some fresh lime juice. Now I always recommend doing it a little bit at a time, because if you add it all at once, sometimes you can go a bit too runny. You kind of want like a thick-ish icing, so I'm just going to do that for now. So once you've got your icing and it's a nice little runny consistency like that, you can drizzle it over the top or you can spread it over. I'm just going to drizzle mine into a nice like zigzag shape, and then finish it with some lime zest. And now all I'm going to do is just grate some fresh lime zest over the top, just to give it a nice little hint of colour and also help with the flavour, and let everyone know that it is a lime and courgette cake. So guys, we're going to go in for the cut and see what it cuts like here. Oh wow. Okay guys, so that is everything, and that is the cake. I think all we have left to do is try it. Let me get a fork. Then make myself a little cup of tea. Let's go. That's really good. That's not bad. Wow. Really taste the courgette and the lime just uplifts it. That is delicious. So that's it guys. If you've enjoyed the video and you want to see more baking videos like this, God, that's a mouthful. Oh, that's really limey. Oh. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash the thumbs up button, and I'll see you very soon for more baking videos, because I love filming them and I love cake. So I'm going to finish my tea, have my cake, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye for now. Right, are we ready? I haven't even said what we're making. Have I said what we're making? I don't think I have. Oh wow. So once you've squeezed all, let's see if you can fit the lid on them. Oh, there we go. Oh, no. Oh god, like that's disgusting.